Hello everyone, good morning. I hope everybody is doing fine. Today's lecture is on artificial intelligence, a small part of artificial intelligence, that is logic and reasoning. How does logic and reasoning fits into AI? We'll see in this lesson today. Before we begin, let us understand what does AI, that is artificial intelligence, mean. Well, there are many definitions out there, but for us to understand in a very simple manner, what it means is that a system that can learn on its own. Okay, how does logic fits into this part of AI? We'll see in this lecture today. So what I'm going to cover in this part one of the session today is automated reasoning. So let's have a look at it. uh, any system that has to be a part of AI, or it has to function as an artificial intelligence system. That system or an agent, what it has is something that is called as knowledge base. Knowledge base is I mean somewhat similar to database that we are accustomed with, but then what specifically it has is that is each of the facts that it contains, they have some kind of values associated with them. That is, they have either true or false value associated with them, and these facts are fed into the system, and then this system, based on the facts that it has and some of the rules that we feed into the system to make it work, that is called as the logic engine, deduction engine, or inference engine. So based on the rules and the facts, it then uh, finds out some new facts, it learns some new facts, it infers from the facts that it has. Okay, so yeah, so there should be some way of adding these new facts to the system, and there should be some way of querying new facts from the system. But before we begin, the system should be fed with some basic facts into it, and then based on that, based on the rules and the inference engine, the new facts can be deduced or inferred or learned by the system. How does it do that? We'll see in a moment. So what we see over here is that this, you can see, is a system which has some kind of facts already fed into them: f1, f2, f3, up to fk. What does it mean? That is that these facts are into the system, and now we have this goal to achieve. That is, this again another fact, we have to find out whether we can learn this goal from these facts given in the system. Now how do we do that? Now once we say that the facts are into the system, uh, what it means is that all of these facts, the truth value is true, that all of these facts are true. Now from these facts we have to find out whether we can achieve this goal, or whether we can learn this new fact or not. So how do we proceed? What we actually mean is that since all of these facts are true, so we create a kind of a logical inference system like this, a formula like this, that is, given all of these facts, this fact being true and this fact being true and so on, whether we are able to achieve this goal or not. That means this entire system, this entire equation, this entire logical expression should be valid. So in order to make this valid, an equivalent system of this, we know very well, is this. An implication can be referred to something like this. We know very well A implies B, its equivalence statement is not of A or B. So we have just converted this statement into this, that's all. Now a negation of this, if we just negate this statement, this expression, then what we get is somewhat is an expression like this. Now just have a look at this. This is really very interesting and a very powerful way of saying that we can infer from these facts or not, infer the new goal from these facts or not. So what it means is that given all of these facts, and you can see that this also turns into an AND operator. Now from here to here, what we have applied is nothing but a negation operator, and using De Morgan's law, you can see that this OR becomes an AND. So what we mean to say is that in order to prove that this is valid and equivalently this is valid, we need to say that the negation of this should be invalid or unsatisfiable. So if this is invalid, that means we are equivalently proving that this, the previous expression and the first expression, that is valid. And if that is proved as valid, we can say that we have learned this fact from the given fact. So what actually we mean by this, look at the last statement. It is really very interesting. That is, we just negate the goal that we want to achieve and just feed into the system. And once we find out that this is unsatisfiable or invalid, then we can very easily say that we have learned this new goal. And if you just observe this expression, all of them are AND operators. And for AND operator to make an expression which has all operators as AND, we just need to prove it for any one sub expression. That is, you just take negation of G and pick up any one of the fact. You don't have to pick up all of the facts, just pick up any one of the fact and just find out whether the negation of the goal and one of the fact, the AND of both of them, is true or false. If it is true, you're done. You pick up another fact. If it is not there, you pick up another fact and just AND it with that fact. If it is false, sorry, not true, if it is false, then you're done. So with just one expression giving you false, you're done. So equivalently, if you see that the negation of this turns out to be ANDing with any one of the fact turns out to be false, then you can very easily say that you have learned this new goal. That means this goal can be inferred from all of these facts. That is a very simple way of automated reasoning or learning by the system. So what we have seen in this small session is that what we need is a kind of a consistent knowledge base, and whenever we want to deduce or infer any new goal, what we can do is that call a set solver and push the negation of the goal into the facts that are already there. And then when we find out that the negation with the negation of the goal and all the facts, if you AND with any one of them or all of them, and if it turns out to be unsatisfiable, that means the goal is achievable by the facts given in the knowledge base. So the cycle is very simple of learning. That's collect the facts, feed in the negation of the goal, and then call the set solver. If it is unsatisfiable, then you can say that the fact or the goal is achievable. This is how we actually go for automated reasoning. Thank you very much.